Hello children, a very good morning to all of you. Today once again your political science teacher is here, Jasveer Kaur, going to teach you very important and very interesting chapter, that is rights in Indian Constitution, chapter number 2 from your political science book, Indian Constitution at Work. And we have to keep in mind throughout this book we have to read all the provisions, all the things whatsoever Indian Constitution has given us. I would like to recap your previous lecture, that in previous lecture we studied very deeply, very expanded, very vast form, that how our Constitution was made under different committees, organization, personalities, guiding values, right? Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, Gandhi ji, Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel. We have borrowed something in my very first lecture. I told you that it is said that Indian Constitution is bag of borrowing also. But nakal ke liye akal bhi chahiye, that I told you. We have adopted things from the other countries of the world, and finally we got our one of the longest written constitution of India on 26th day of January 1950. That's why India celebrate its Republic Day on this day to give it more importance. It was the dream of our previous freedom fighter leaders that they decided on 26 January 1930, Puran Swaraj, complete independence, like that history. That's why it is here, this much. And today we will further proceed with the rights in Indian Constitution. In your junior classes, previous classes, you have studied about already, we have a different type of rights. But here we will talk about your fundamental rights. Right? We have rights, but fundamental rights. There is difference between simple rights and fundamental rights. So I would like to make clear here that fundamental rights are those rights which can be claimed at court in the situation of violation. Or violation not only by citizen and other person or your competitors, even if by the government. If these rights are either violated by the government or common people, can be claimed at court, and court give the justification according to the constitutional provision. That's why these rights are called fundamental rights. And very fantastically, very amazingly, it has been designed, I tell you, that it has been designed so fantastically. There are 6 rights, you know well, right? Once again I will repeat it. The 6th right is that how can we secure these rights, right? How can we secure these rights? And moreover, its name is right to constitutional remedies. If constitution gets sick, mean to say having some weak point regarding citizen as well as the government, that can be removed, that can be improved, that point can be removed either or improved, right? And that is very important. That also included in the category of fundamental right. We have such strong fundamental rights that we can enjoy all type of freedoms. Even I usually talk about the preamble of Constitution. That is also, we can say, working as a nameplate of an institution. We see that, okay, this is the institution, such and such courses are available here. This, that. So that is also like that, right? So when we talk about this Constitution and fundamental rights, right? It has been made, Indian Constitution, very flexible and rigid. Very flexible and rigid. You may take it in the features of Indian Constitution also. It is flexible as well as rigid. Right? Usually student asks me this पॉइंट कि मैम जब आप ये पॉइंट पढ़ाते तो हमें लग रहा है इट इज़ फॉर यू ओनली, राइट? आई एम वेरी फ्लेक्सिबल, समटाइम आई एम टू रिजिड अकॉर्डिंग टू द सिचुएशन, right? So flexible mean to say this constitution can be changed according to the need, what present time, what present situation, what present circumstances need. Accordingly it can be changed, but it cannot be changed by anyone, single organ, single level of the government, or only of the citizen, or only of the we can say Prime Minister, President, CM, this and that. So that is also very one important point of being its rigidity, right? Flexible and rigid. And in our fundamental rights, our constitution provides very rigid as well as flexible thing. If any rights are being exploited by anyone, can be claimed in judiciary, right? Here all the three organs, I am telling you importance of the fundamental rights, right? With the constitutional provisions, three organs of the government. Every time we have studied three organs of the government: legislature, executive, judiciary, right? Legislature, executive, judiciary. They joining hand work for the welfare of the country, for the welfare of the citizens. How they work for the welfare of the citizen, that is also very, very important. If legislature claims executive, executive, judiciary, judiciary, executive, legislature, and intermingled one another, what will happen to the citizens? For that platform, it is very clear-cut instructions, provisions are there in the Constitution on the name of separation of power or federalism. It's separation of power, that powers have been horizontally shared between legislature, executive and judiciary, and these organs use these powers to implement fundamental rights for the welfare of the citizen of that country, right? They neither think that it is any government official, it is private, it is sweeper, it is president, it is teacher, it is doctor, it is lawyer. No, nothing. Each and everybody is treated equally before these organs, that in other words we can say working institution of the constitution, working institution of the government provided by the constitution. Fundamental rights are so important. I would like to tell you one incident given in your book during 1982. Right? I was in my 8th class, 1982. Asian Games are to be held, and for that special contractors were hired to make different flyover bridges, stadiums, right? Different roads, pathways. At once, that in India, already at once things are not according to at world level we can display ourselves. We have to manage it according to the need of the hours, right? So that work is to be done. What these contractors did, whatsoever I heard from news and given in your books, and my personal interest was very much in the politics during that time. The government ऐसा कर रही है, लोग ऐसा कर रहे हैं, क्यों कर रहे हैं, क्यों होता है, फिर अगर ऐसा हो जाए तो हम किसको कहेंगे. माई फादर यूजली टेल मी दैट के अगर ऐसा हो जाए तो हम कोर्ट जा सकते हैं, कोर्ट में जाएंगे. देन आई थॉट दैट कि वहाँ बहुत फीस लगती होगी. तो देन माई फादर टोल्ड मी दैट के वी कैन हायर गवर्नमेंट एडवोकेट एंड प्राइवेट दिस एंड दैट. और जैसे थोड़े बड़े हुए तो ऑटोमेटिक सब चीज़ें समझ आने लग गई. राइट नाउ वी मैच्योर्ड इनफ. बट हैपन्स एक्चुअली दैट वी हैव टू कीप इन माइंड. That's why people of India are not regarding that. Okay, it's okay. Then importance, I was telling you one incident, that Asian Games. What the contractors did, there was a lot of corruption, I will say. No harm. Lot of corruption was there while giving the contract. जैसे टेंडर नोटिस होते हैं, that was given to the relatives of the ministers. They hired very on a less wages laborers. Working conditions were not good. their working hours were more, wages were not according to the labor law. There is the labor law, minimum wage act is that, उससे कम हम किसी को नहीं दे सकते. So that was also being given less than that. Those people were somewhat, we can say, under compulsion. They were somewhat facing this harassment. उनकी बहुत बड़ी मजबूरी थी. They have to earn their livelihood. They have to work in those conditions. And a team from social scientists from Delhi, social scientists investigated that case, collected information, prepared some evidences, proof from those people, and filed a petition in Supreme Court. Petition means to say a legal application for in the favor of those people, and the court accepted this plea and directed the government. Fortunately, court accepted this plea, this petition, and ordered the government to accept its fault and get it improved and get the things done. This is okay. It means there is importance of fundamental rights. If anybody, even government violates, you can claim at the court and court will give you decision. But question arises, why people do like that? We should consider that we should take profit every time others should be at loss. It is not good moral value. Being Indians, we are filled with all these such type of moral values. Second example is one more is given on your book. That is one person, Machal Long from Assam. He was living in a village where he was always got some injuries. He was found mentally too unstable to stand trial and was sent to jail. Right? He was sent to jail, and there also he was got treated, and after that even doctor's team reported to the court that now he is okay, he can stand in trial. Right? But then also he was kept in this question custody, police custody, remand custody till his age of 77. From when he was arrested 23rd, and now he was at the age of 77. And at the age of 77, his case was heard and somewhat justice was given. I will not say justice because his whole life was spoiled. Whatsoever he has to do during this age 23 to 77, everything was spoiled. He is not able to develop his family, cannot live with his family, cannot develop his skill, could not work. Such type of grievances are not being heard. That is also there. So one term is there, justice denied is justice delayed. So that is very much applicable here. If we say that things are getting late, it means they are not being done. So very sorry to say that such type of conditions are also here in India. So that's why Indian Constitution has given more and more importance to Bill of Rights. These rights, fundamental rights, come in the form of Bill of Rights. Bill of Rights was introduced in Indian National Congress in 1928. Right? Whatsoever session was there, 1928. Motilal Nehru, this resolution, this Bill of Rights was introduced, and afterward I tell you that any bill becomes the law after passing 7 stages. This Bill of Rights was introduced in the Lok Sabha Parliament, Lok Sabha Rajya Sabha. That is one big lecture on this, and how this bill becomes our right. That is there. In this way, this Bill of Rights came into as existence of fundamental rights that are the cluster of 6 rights. Right? That we will discuss tomorrow. This much sufficient for today. I have told you what are fundamental rights and what is the importance of fundamental rights with 2 examples. I will tell you two more examples, that is tomorrow. Okay, bye students, take care.